everyone, this is Alicia from Peacock Potential. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I had an Ipsy unbagging, I guess. I called it an unboxing last month. I'm not sure that was apropos. But I do have my Ipsy for this month. Real quick before I do that, I did pick up yesterday a lipstick from the CoverGirl Star Wars collection. This is one of the dark side colors. This is number 50. It's a dark purple with like a blue kind of under color, like a blue swirl within it. I have this color on my lips today, just in the very center to give it a little bit of depth. Very creamy, very pigmented. I haven't worn it full lip for an entire day to see how it wears, if it ends up all over your teeth. It is very creamy. I know it smudged on my hand yesterday after I had swatched it, so something to consider. This look I did today is part of the eyeshadow challenge that I spoke about in my last video. Today's theme was skeleton. I wanted to do something a little bit more wearable, more on the glam side. I can easily take the teeth, the hash marks. I can wipe that off and go about my day for the most part. The contouring's a little bit dark, but it is definitely a more wearable look, and that was what I was going for. If you're interested in a tutorial, let me know down below. I would be happy to try to get that to work. I'm not sure if my setup is ideal, but I can definitely see about getting that done. So we'll go ahead and start with the Ipsy bag. So this month's theme was alter ego. These cards come within the packaging but do not list the items that you are going to be receiving. I know this is a point of contention for a lot of YouTubers, but I know everyone gets something a little bit different. I understand why you may not, making a card may not be the easiest thing, so I sort of get that. It doesn't really bother me. The only thing about this card I didn't really love was that they kind of pixelated it. They did like a pointillism, and I'm not really in love with that. I can't really see the looks that are going on here. To drive the alter ego theme home, this is a dual colored bag. So it's a black patent and all dusty from my table, a black patent on one side, and then like a gold lame sort of thing on the other side, which is cool. I feel like I've gotten a lot of gold type bags recently, which is a little bit whatever, but it's a pretty cool bag. So the first thing that I have here is a cream eyeshadow from MicaBeauty, and it's in the shade Bronze. I've never heard of or used this brand before, so I have no real expectations, but I did try to swatch this earlier, and I have to tell you, it's really hard to get a good amount of product. In comparison, I don't know what the price point is on this, but I can tell you that any of the e.l.f. cream sort of shadows are way easier to pick up. They're more like a mousse. This is really kind of hard and compressed. It is pretty pigmented once you can get a bit of it out. And then maybe one of those types of things where as you use it, it warms up, and once you get past like the first layer, it's not so bad. So that's that color. It's very pretty. It's very pigmented and opaque. So I quite enjoy that. Okay, so that one was pretty nice. Great color for the fall. Has more of a orangey tone than a lot of the other ones that I have. The next item I got is a pair of tweezers, which is really handy for me. I did need a good pair of tweezers for my kit. I have a pair of Sephora tweezers I got for Christmas several years ago from my mom, and I love that, and I didn't want to have to put it in my kit. So this is really nice. When I received it, irony, the cap for the pointed end had sort of like gotten stuck, so I couldn't pull the tweezers out. I had to go get my personal pair of tweezers to remove these tweezers, which I thought was hysterical. But once I got them out and unpackaged, they are, it's really cool that it has this tube. This will be great for my kit, so I know, you know, where my tweezers are and all that good stuff. And so the plastic tip is really cool. I feel like eventually I'll probably lose or purposely throw that away. This is a slanted tweezer. It is almost identical to the one that I have been using for many, many years. It is quite sharp and pointy on the end, which is good. There are definitely occasions where that is helpful. It may not be the best pair of tweezers for applying lashes, especially to a client, because it's a weird process getting lashes on someone else. So the sharp pointy end may not be the best idea, but this will be a really good pair to keep on hand. I haven't tried them yet. I don't know what they're like as far as removing hair, but I imagine that, you know, for my kit, it'll be totally perfect. It really couldn't have come at a better time. I have 2 shoots this weekend, so that'll be perfect. Next item I have, it's really, really like totally appropriate. That last unboxing that I did, I spoke about how I didn't really like getting skincare items, and I got 2 this month, which I feel like the Ipsy gods heard me and punished me for talking back. But the first item I got is a lotion, a fragrance-free premium botanical lotion from Beauty Without Cruelty, or BWC. Now, this is absolutely what it says. It has no scent, it has no coloring. It smells maybe slightly medicinal. I'm not sure if that's the best word. It has a scent of lotion. You know how unflavored yogurt has a scent, even though it's unflavored? It's kind of like that. It smells like lotion. I tried it. It works fairly well. Honestly, it wasn't anything stupendous. It's definitely not something I'm gonna run out and buy, but it does what it does. It'll be a good purse lotion, especially, you know, if my husband ever needs lotion and doesn't smell like flowers or anything, so that's pretty nice. And the next item I got is an exfoliating pumpkin facial scrub. I'm not a big pumpkin person, so I'm not entirely sure how much I'm gonna love this, but at the end of the day, I do use facial scrubs quite a bit, so this will come in handy. This is by the brand Peter Lamas Naturals, and it says it's for all skin types, which is awesome because I do have sensitive skin. I do get drying quite a bit, so having skin scrubs is really, really nice. I did try to give it a smell earlier. It's not overly pumpkin-y, which is good, because again, I'm not pumpkin flavored stuff for the fall isn't really my bag. I'm more cranberries and apples. So it's not overtly pumpkin-y. It's definitely not pumpkin spice, which is, gosh, I don't know who to write to and thank them for that. So this I'll definitely give a try. It is paraben free, so I'll give it a try, see if it's worth it. Again, I know I've mentioned this before. What I use is the Up and Up brand from Target. I have their apricot facial scrub, and I have found it to be just as good as anywhere else. So depending on the price point, this may be something I'll look into. We'll see. And the last thing that I received is a miniature tube from theBalm of Meet Matte Hughes. Committed is the color. This actually is a good size, to be honest. I'm not sure the last time I finished a liquid lipstick or a lip gloss, which I'm assuming this is a liquid lipstick. I haven't finished one of those, I don't think, ever. So this is really not a bad size for me, to be honest. It may be something I keep in my purse for emergencies, as if lipstick emergencies are a thing that you should be concerned about. This color is fairly on point for lip colors that I wear on a pretty regular basis. It's a nude. It's you know, got a dusty pink quality to it. It's really, really pretty. The consistency is great. The color payoff, the opacity is really good. I haven't worn it or tried to see how it dries down or whether or not it smudges or anything like that, and I can definitely report back. At first glance, it definitely still smudged. However, I really didn't give it a whole lot of time, so if it does dry down, it looks like it probably takes a while. Speaking of drying down, that MicaBeauty's eyeshadow is not budging, so that's good to know. It's going to be one of those ones that is going to hang on, so that'd be a really good base. Just make sure that when you use it, you're blending it quickly, because it's not moving at all. Definitely keep that in mind if that's something you're going to use. But that's great, actually. I may look into see what other colors and stuff they have, because that's pretty cool. So that's everything I had this time around. I did get some stuff from Target I may make a video for. If you are interested in old horror type books, they have these for $1 in their dollar bins. So these are really cool. They had Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and a couple of others, so this is something you might want to check out. Other than that, that's everything I had this week. So thank you so much for stopping in, hanging out with me, checking out my Ipsy with me. If you are interested in hanging out with me again in the future, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you are a fan of this particular video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Bye.